Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who's ready for Thursday Night Football? It's the Carolina Panthers at the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football in Heinz Field. Let's talk about some injuries that the Steelers have. Usually I don't talk about injuries, but since it is a short week, why not? Ben did have that hit last week. He did not really have any injury, but before that, coming into that game, he did have a finger issue. He did play just fine, so I don't see that being an injury that would keep him out or even limited in this Thursday night practice. Another injury that I want to talk about is Joe Hayden. He is questionable for Thursday night. And then Marquise Pouncey and Marcus Gilbert are also questionable. Those are the notable injuries. The other injuries I'm not even going to get into. I know Switzer has an injury as well, but I don't see that. He's very likely to play on Thursday night. Now let's get into that game itself. The Panthers coming at 6-2, and the Pittsburgh Steelers coming at 5-1. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are wearing their color rush jerseys, so that should be something to look forward to. But how can the Pittsburgh Steelers win? Let's get right into that. Like always, I have 3 keys to the Pittsburgh Steelers winning in Heinz Field on Thursday Night Football, our first Thursday Night Football game of the year. First key to the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this football game. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a close game, and I think it will come down to the final few possessions. Probably even the final possession. I think the first key for Pittsburgh Steelers winning, if you watched the game 2 weeks ago against the Baltimore Ravens, or if you watched the Carolina Panthers last week, you know that Cam Newton, or if you ever even watched Carolina Panthers, you know that Cam Newton gets outside the pocket. He's a running football quarterback, and he also is great throwing the football. So you have to contain Cam Newton. If the Steelers can contain him and limit him in his runs, I think that our defense will play much better. Our defense last week on Sunday only gave up 1 touchdown, and if we can do that, we'll definitely win. But if we can contain Cam himself and limit him and how much he runs the football and gain first downs on 3rd and short situations, 4th and short situations, that's huge for our defense, and that would be my first key for the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this football game. My second key is a more broad key on defense, and that's limiting them to 24 points. Last week, our defense only gave up 16 points, and I think that this is a more high-powered offense, but I think if the Steelers can limit them to 24 points or less, the Steelers will definitely walk out of this with a win. I know Pittsburgh only scored 23 last week, but you have to remember that was on the road in a hostile environment in Baltimore, and also Steelers just play much, much better at home. I really see Pittsburgh Steelers game well over 24. I think Steelers are going to hit the 30s, low 30s at least in this game, maybe even high 30s depending on how this one goes. I see this game could be a shootout. So if the Steelers can limit them to 24 points or less, Steelers will walk out of here with the W. That is my second key to the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this football game. My third key for the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this football game is maybe, just maybe, Boswell could kick an extra point. He's now missed 4 this whole year. That is not good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We need him to kick extra points, field goals accurately to this next Thursday. Last week, he missed his 4th extra point of the year, like I just said. It can't keep happening. If it happens today, it could be a disaster if it comes down to the wire, if it's a closer game than some anticipate. At least my thinking is going to be at least a 4-point game. I think Steelers win this game 31-27. I think earlier on this week, I thought that the Panthers could win this game, but it's going to be in Heinz Field. I think Steelers can win this game 31-27. But if Boswell misses extra points and stuff continuously, it could, especially a field goal, that's 3 points. That could be the difference in this football game. He has to be accurate this Thursday, or the Steelers could lose this football game. So if he's accurate, if he doesn't miss extra points, if special teams is good. That also brings me to another point. It's not really a point of emphasis, but it probably should be, is our special teams needs to limit the amount of flags they have. It's been better the last few weeks, but it has to continue getting better. There's still just too many. I still think Steelers come out here 31-27 with a W. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more weekly content. And sometimes I even do unboxings of Apple products. I will be doing one tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in that, stick around. I will see y'all later. Until Thursday night, I'll see y'all then. Go Steelers!